Welcome. My name's Brian Knight. I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just after 5 a.m. in the morning on a Monday for me. And for Tom, it's a Sunday for you, I would say,
Mhm.
if things are going right. Let me just share this screen to start with. So this is a document for a welcome to this analysis session. A few notes there. There's also a full risk disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders. So let's enough of that. Let's go over to the charts and have a look and see how things turned out for the end of the week. I noticed you cleared out a few trades there, Tom, and just cleaned it up. You got out of everything.
Oh yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. That was a good week though for you.
That was a fantastic week, frankly. That was probably my best week ever.
Yeah. Yeah, well, things are yeah. So in summation, is it just the way that the market moved and the size of the moves in the market, or was it that you feel you're getting things um, locked down a bit better,
It
or the
was definitely
strategy?
locked down better.
Yeah, okay,
Absolutely locked down better.
yeah,
It's
good,
just
good,
it's
good.
just a it's just a constant fine tuning,
Yeah.
just a constant fine tuning, and every time I refine it just a little bit further, it just gets a little bit better.
Mm, mm. Okay, that's good. So this is like for example, or have we got, I'll just put these in. So we've got this is oop, about there to there is the week. Okay. On this one pair, we'll just look at this one pair just for the minute and then we'll go from there just because it's up the top of the list. So the market opened, came out, went into the Tuesday, changed direction and dropped off, right? It had been pushing up for a fair bit. You can see from this is a daily perspective over here. Um, so we'll just open this back up. So there you go. Now, and we need to now look and see what, for example, this is markets will open. This is the Tuesday line, UK Tuesday market open. We also have, we also have the last Tuesday box and a sort of a shaded section. Yeah. So, um, some of the things now, it's probably a good idea to go through a couple of the.
Can I make a couple changes real quick before you do?
Yeah, sure.
So again, further refining it,
Uh-huh.
let's make a couple changes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you know the STD one?
Yep.
Just shut
Yep.
it off.
Okay. Right.
Okay, and then go to CMA trend bars
Yep.
and put that on 4. Go back to style and change it to bar colors.
And take EMA off or
Nope, leave the EMA on.
okay.
All right, there you go. So what that did was by using
Yeah.
just the new candle colors in the CMA, I think this is the one that Darren uses.
Yes, he does. Yes.
Yeah, so I just turned these candle colors on just the same, and all I did was adjust just the starting point back further up on the line where the line changes green sooner
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah.
red,
Yeah.
depending on which way you're going.
Yeah. Number four, you're
So
saying like
all I'm
there
doing
or
now
there.
is I'm waiting till I'm out. Oh, also turn off the twin range filter for a second.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I turn that off because it's giving me anxiety when I shouldn't get in rather than just watching what I'm doing. So
Okay.
let me explain this first, and then you can decide if you want that back on.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
all
sure.
I'm doing now is I'm watching for the outside of the bubble in the pocket.
Yeah, out here or out
Right,
here or out here. Yep.
right. And I'm waiting for the first full candle to be created when that line turns green. And then I get on the second candle. So as soon as that green candle closes, I enter. It has to close the green with that line green. Same with the down, with the short. You see
Yeah.
the line changed?
Yeah.
That's my first candle.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm doing. And then I just let it run. If it wins, it wins. You
Okay,
come
there's
in
a couple.
Tuesday, works
Yeah, yeah.
up, out of the pocket.
Yep.
You get your arrows, they turn red,
Yeah.
and then you get in and let it run. Let it run while it's red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let it run while it's green. When it changes green, get out of it. Here's the thing
Hmm.
that's why I'm saying don't use the shorts and the buy signal because your
Mm.
brain's telling you to wait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
By
yeah,
the
yeah,
time
yeah,
you
yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
you're too late.
Yep. Too late. Yeah, yeah,
So
already. That's right.
just let the indicator tell you. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
green? We're gonna go. If
Yeah.
it's red, we're gonna run.
Yeah, yeah. So Darren's
So
been on it
you
for
can use it if you
Darren's.
like, but that's what I was saying about causing me anxiety, like I was in too late or I had doubts or whatever the case may be. But this just
Yeah,
simplifies things.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Darren's been on the mark about the trend bar. So he's been on
Yeah,
that for, well over 6 months now. So but on the higher time frame, he's waiting for the twin range to change, to give him a short or a long or whatever. But we're just talking now on the 2 hour down the time frame. Welcome, Darren. So we're just fine tuning after last week's market moves. So now there is the question though, Tom, or questions. So there's a couple of things in relation to that. So that's really good. I have no problem with that, and I agree with you on the twin, but maybe it needs to be the same. It maybe not need to be the same on the daily. For example, if I go
well, I
here,
mean you can have them if you want them. I'm just
yeah,
explaining why I
no,
took
no,
them off.
I totally agree with you. I have no problem whatsoever with what you're saying. So
Yeah, I
let's
didn't
start.
realize they were giving me anxiety, is what it was. That's why they didn't
Yeah,
work for me
yeah, and
because
the
I knew they
tablet.
were phantom signals because they come and
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
And it's like, well, that's just giving me anxiety seeing them pop up. Is that right or is it not? You
yeah.
don't know
And the tablets
until it's
weren't
too
really.
late and the move already happened.
Yeah, and the tablets weren't working, the anti-anxiety tablets, so you still had anxiety about the twin range. So it's better to go
Right.
off the meds and then take it off your chart.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
That's brilliant.
So,
Took off
so
the meds.
well, anxiety meds. So
Yep.
I totally agree with you. This is a, like, and following what we're just talking about, like, okay, it needs to be outside of the rail. This is on the 2 hour. We'll just talk 2 hour for the minute, outside of the rail. And it's similar on the daily as well. And we've got triangles, but the point is it needs to be, I think, for this to have any real cred, it needs to actually have, when you have a triangle, a body of the candle needs to be outside. If, like, you might miss a trade, right, with uh not a body outside the rail, but you have a smaller percentage of chance of it actually being that move. For example, here, here, here. You've got three triangles there, and price continued up. Yeah. Now, yes, this line may have moved. Yes, it may have been down here, right? So we need to consider, like at that point, there may be a candle that's outside, but you want, I think what we really want, you want more extreme type moves outside of the rails. And we'll go through all the pairs, have a look. Now I can only, I'm limited on time today because I've got to go move a whole lot of schools back in. So, but I think we'll look at it. But these could have been where a candle was outside the rail. Maybe, maybe not. It just depends. I mean, we could replay it. Actually, do you want to replay it and see? And also
it won't show.
It won't show. But this is a Friday, and this is basically a Monday. So, as you said, I think last week, I probably wouldn't be trading Friday or Monday anyway. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then there's another part to it is that Tuesdays are significant in this sort of strategy as well, or seem to be significant. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If, for example, it's coming into a Tuesday and we're in an extreme, like we're outside of the rails of the X48, then that just gives it a lot more credence, yeah, of mm-hmm. a change of direction. The refinement is that also too, we're looking at gaps between previous Tuesdays, yeah, and not filled towards potential upcoming Tuesdays. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree, Tom?
Yep.
Okay, right. So now poses a couple of questions. So we have extreme there, candles out, triangles. That's really nice. The thing here, I'll just show you here though. We'll just look at this bit. If you're looking at trend bar change, you got push out, you got a triangle, it did change color just in there for one candle. So I need to ask you a little bit of refinement of entry when you're talking about getting into a trade when the trend bar changes, because it goes green to red to green to red to green to red, right? So what's your decision-making process in relation to this, Tom? Is it, okay, we'll put entry down at the X48 line, the dots, or is there something, or do you, get in earlier? Because even when that went red and you put a stop loss up at the top of that, you'd have a little bit of drawdown there, but you would still be in the direction. Yeah. That's my sort of opinion on it. But then when it turned green, you might have to take a tablet again for a bit of anxiety, and then it turns red and you'd feel all right, and then it turns green again, another tablet. And do you know what I mean?
100% correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Entry at the X48, you stop at the high.
Okay. Now, one of the things that I think I said the other day, and I'm going to put this in here, short position. We have it, say, there, the highs up there. Now, that's 27 pips, right? 27.7, 28, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, what I've observed across quite a few pairs is that if it's up to 30 pips, right, as in the stop loss, it seems to be within that sort of, for me, an acceptable range. Now, I might be just looking at this incorrectly, and it might be 35 pips or whatever. But when it starts going above those 30, I start to get a little to take your words, Tom, a little anxious or a little nervous about it. Just purely because the risk to potential return is not as much as I think it's worth getting into the trade with. Yeah, we'll look at pairs, but that's sort of where I'm sort of sitting with it.
If I understand you correctly, you're saying if the stop loss is greater than 30 pips,
Yeah.
you're saying it's not worth getting into the trade to? Is that
It
what you're
may
saying?
not be, it may not be worth. You have to assess it a little bit more than, because there has to be, in my opinion, for, I suppose, for a great trade, or not just any reasonable trade, for a great trade, there needs to be a sort of tighter stop loss to be able to look at the return, because a 1-to-1, this is going to have to move 30 pips at least before you even get 1%. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And 1%'s okay, but I'm just going, maybe I'm looking a gift horse in the mouth. I don't know. I'm just,
No, I'm trying to figure out. Are you saying, wait, let me tell you how I hear it. So
yeah,
you're saying, which makes sense, you're saying, if it's greater than 30, uh, and it's only going to travel and get you 1%, it's not necessarily a great trade because the ratio is off. But are you
correct.
also saying, is there a way to determine what a great trade looks like? So, for example, are we saying if it barely closes out of the top of the range, that's an A trade? If it's 20 pips out, that's a B trade. If it's 30 pips or more, it's a C, so don't
No,
take it. Are you saying that?
no, I'm not saying that.
Oh,
No,
okay. Well, then that was just in
well,
my imagination then.
yeah, yeah, no, Tom, it's good for clarification. What I am saying is within that sort of 30 pip range, I think there is less than 30, but okay, so let me do the parameters. There needs to be full body candle or candles outside of the X48. First thing off the rank, all right? So candles outside, candles outside, candles outside, right? Then we need to have a triangle, right? Absolutely, right? And we'll have it because we've got full body candles outside. But can you see where these have buy? We don't get a triangle until it actually does a sell, and it's outside, right? So what you could have happen here is it could be one candle outside and it close outside, and then it come back down to the rail, and you get a triangle, and then it has a little up bit or whatever, and then so that stop loss here then might be, only 6 or 7 pips, but it needs to be outside with body outside the rail. If it doesn't have any body outside the rail, like here, for example, you have pushes up and then sucks back, then does that and gives you a triangle, but there's nothing outside the rail, forget it. Same down here. The body hasn't come outside the rail, potentially, and then you have the sell and you got a triangle, not going to be a good trade, in my opinion, right? So
I'm thinking the same on the daily, Brian, because I keep getting
yeah,
caught out like this. Most of my losing trades, they've been like some of these where it's just sort of it's triggered a triangle, but it's not really pushed full body of the candle outside the channel. It's the fear of missing out on a trade. That's what. Even though I've got my doubts about it because it's
yeah.
because I'm it's just sort of wicked
I don't think there's a
up to
tablet
the
for I don't think it's a tablet for FOMO, Darren.
It's a fear of missing the, I'm
Yeah.
going to miss an opportunity, and I will from time to time, but
Yeah.
I'm sure I could, you can improve your win rate and just be that bit more selective.
Yeah, and I agree. I think the daily works on exactly the same. Well,
Yeah.
a similar principle, Darren.
Yeah,
I don't think
it
it's.
does.
I think there's a few. I mean, I think, but for you to wait for on the daily to wait for a twin range sell or buy may be appropriate. I don't know. We'll look at what's happening on the 2 hours, and it may, you may not need to wait for that because it may take longer. But you're right, Darren. Like the 2 hours and the daily, it sort of behaves similar. If you get a triangle and it hasn't got any body outside the X48, it tends to continue in the same trend direction after a little hiccup. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing there. That's what I see there. That's what I see there. It just pushed up because this was sort of the last rally before it did what it needed to do.
Yeah.
And that's the frustrating. So this is sort of like a stop loss killer for people who still think, oh, it's going down, it's going down, oh, it's got to go down, oh, it's got to go down. Bang! We'll just take you all out, and then we'll take it in the direction we want to take it.
Yeah.
I'm just using this as one example. So, Tom, no, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is when you have a body of the candle out and you have a triangle, there's a higher percentage of chance of it potentially changing direction. And Tuesday, this is a Tuesday box. In a Tuesday, it's also got added percentage of chance, right? In or out or or during the Tuesday box, right? What I am saying is that if you say, for example, it pushes out of the box by, 50, 60 pips, and you're going to have entry back here, and we might not, but if we've got entry back at the X48, it's like it's got to move 50 pips down in here before you're sort of even going to get 1%. And if it only moves to the center line, which is only 30 pips, in this example, you're 0.5% for risking that. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, maybe I haven't explained it well enough.
Yeah.
No, I understand what you're saying. I actually understand what you're saying. I get it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's just really sort of a rough sort of rule. It's not really but you need to assess it. But certainly when there are candles outside the X48 and their bodies of candles out, and we'll look at other examples, and we've got triangles. Yeah, look, let's go for the trade in it here as well. And this, refinement of you would have what would you have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Well, it could kick you in there actually. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 12 hours, and it could be another. No, it's more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, it's 12 hours. And then you got another 8 hours sort of thing before it truly punches through that X48. There's plenty of time to wait in there, but you've got a series of candles a little bit up and down here, but you still have this red trend bar. Yeah. And then down here, for example, you've got a green, and yes, it's outside. So you could easily put a trade on that. Like, let's go here. And this just brings up the next question for me, Tom. So if you say like, okay, around the X48, and you've got, this is 22. Oh, nice. Very nice. I like that. It's under 30. That's good because it's starting to come back. We've got a green there. Enter. Now, here we go. This poses the question of, because I'm not I'm not necessarily concerned overly with trend at this point. Okay, like higher time frame trend, and maybe that's a silly thing, but and maybe there's too many components, for you to think about in relation to this. But for example, when it goes from an extreme to another extreme, yeah, which it's done like that, out of a Tuesday to that, and then it's got to sort of collect for the end of the week, the market week. and look, and then time of day, like for example, it's UK time, Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's before market's going to close. You get a trend bar change here. And you would just manually get out of the trade. Is that right, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay. What if you're not awake, or you didn't see it, or you didn't get to see it till down here?
Then that's all I would take. Then I would just get out.
Okay. So what if coming up to the end of the week, you had a TP up here at the midline?
Actually, you could do that every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because remember, for a few weeks now, I've been talking about TP stuff. Now, you could have a TP at the midline there too, but that's not, I wouldn't say that there, because we've got Tuesday to Wednesday sort of trade in there. And it could be, midline, but it's more likely the after could be, but that's okay. So I'm sort of going, well, look, for example, here it's going to be, well, so that's actually really where it turns there is like 4 a.m. on a Friday. I don't know what time that is for me. That'd be in my day though, and yes, I'd probably see it. But what if I don't see that and there's a number of moves and I'm just trying to jump on it earlier or take a TP? Because if you look at it here, when it pushed back up here, it came to the midline and basically it danced around a bit. I mean, sure, you could wait till it turns, but from this one candle push up to the mid, if it took you out, like if it profited you out, okay, stop profited, then it doesn't matter what it'd do there. By the time the trend bar's changed and you got that candle, you're basically at the same position anyway. In this example.
Right.
And I wouldn't be getting into that trade because it's not an extreme and you wouldn't know what the hell's going on anyway. So I'm just sort of wanted to go through last week and go, well, that's sort of what it did and where the opportunities were on this one pair. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that those rails may have moved, and I know that some of these triangles may have come and gone here, there, whatever, right? I understand that bit. I can only deal with what I'm seeing here, and maybe there were different decisions at the time. But that's how I see the trade. I got that trade. Beautiful, right? I didn't take that trade. I saw it, and I went, do I want to after this? I don't know how far this is going to travel, right? And I didn't take it. But I did have a sense that this trade was going to potentially go to the midline. And it's easy enough for me to say that now, but at this point, that's what I thought was going to happen. And maybe that's from seeing lots of trades. So, but see, look at this one here, this wick come back down here to there. So if you actually did enter at the X48, this one may have knocked you out before it went back up here. Does that make sense?
No,
Why?
because your entry's at the X48, your stop is at the bottom.
Oh, correct. Oh, yes, you're right, Tom. it would have came back to be break even and then gone
It
back up
tested
again.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it would have pushed up here and then profited you out
Right. In one big move.
in one candle in 2 hours. Yeah. But that's 2 hours and that's okay. So there's that example. Questions, clarifications, what do you think? And then we've got to look at, so today is like, well, what's going to happen? We've got Tuesday here. It's the Tuesday box will be, so, if I do this, and that one I'm going to just clone, but then I've got to unlock it. So that Tuesday box will go somewhere. I don't know. Let's just stick it there for the moment. Right? We don't know
One thing
where.
I can tell you is when you put a box out there like that, you're going to have presumptive assumptions on which way the market's going to go.
So what
what
do you
I
think?
have found is I wait till Tuesday when it starts, and that's when I put my box on, wherever that range is. Because from now until then, this could push all the way back up.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm like, I'm not going to buy it because I'm seeing the box down here.
Yeah. So you don't want anything to influence your. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. And I'm just saying that because I've done it. I can recognize it.
Okay, and you've done it plenty of times. That's all right. But what we do have is this is AUD CAD. The only news in here is in Tuesday there's inflation rate for Canada.
What a quinkadink.
What a clickety, yeah. I haven't heard that before. That's good. Yeah. So what a coincidence, which is
So that's how I just moved my page.
Yeah.
I just moved this page along with what price is doing.
But
so
you still have
watching the higher
line.
time frames and stuff is okay. I want to watch the 4 hour on the daily to see which way I'm going, basically. But that's all I do is and now I just super simplify it. If it works, it works. But I just wait till I get my full green candle.
Yeah.
The line changes, and then I get in on the next candle.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. And it's been working well.
Absolutely.
I get 2 or 3 candles out of it. Fantastic.
This also works best. This strategy, like any strategy, I think works best when there is relatively significant movement, and that's what a great trade will come from.
Sure.
If it's just ranging up and down, then it's probably not the best. But then if it's ranging up and down, it will probably be within the X48 anyway, and it's not going to have an option.
Right.
Okay. Right.
Limited options, every few days, maybe.
Yeah. Well, a few weeks, you mean?
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move through the pairs and go have a look and see what is potentially.
Man, I am setting up all sorts of trades. I got like 20 some pairs set up.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Good. So, AUDCHF, really simple. Like we're in extreme. We got that. We got. Let's just do. Tuesday.
I'm in that for a sell now on the daily.
Okay, let me just go open it up so we can see. Oh yeah, okay.
So it's put,
Yeah. It's done the triangles. It's been out. It's got a short and it's ready. Yeah. Okay. Lovely.
And you've got 3 candles outside the rails.
Yeah.
So look at that. If that's the second candle that's going to hit after the short, see where the line turned red on the daily?
Yep.
And you have your first candle that shows you the short?
Yep.
On the 2 hour, we're in a pullback. See the arrow?
Yeah. I know.
What I think is going to happen is this is going to pull back and not beat this mid-range, which will create a indecision candle, a doji candle on the daily.
Yeah.
That'll be the second candle. Yeah. And then it's going to turn and take off.
Yeah. Sell, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. But in the meantime, I'll just
And it's going to hit on a Tuesday.
yeah. Well, that's right. So,
Time, place, and price.
It'll work up ready to the middle and then drop off again. So, and that's good to refer back and that sort of thing. So, but in the short term, there's a buy and potentially, as you just said, what I would say potentially only back to the midline. Maybe up to the Tuesday
probably.
time. So, if you like from the rail, if the rail's there, back up to there, you're talking maybe only 30 pips out of it. Right? And if I was to put a placeholder on that, and we'll say it comes down to roughly there, might be entry, and you've got that there, it's 30 pips. Now, this is where my sort of thinking comes in. It's 1%. Do you want to go for a 1%?
7 days a week.
You would?
Oh, absolutely. Put that money in my pocket every day.
Okay. Yeah.
I could care less what the stop is. If that trade wins, I'll take it 7 days a week. Cost me nothing but to put a box on.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Let me do that 10 times a day.
So okay. So let's then do this as a scenario. We could also go, well, okay. So there's a couple of things we could decide to do or change if we wanted to. See up here where it had this without any candle outside. That's why I wouldn't have taken that trade. I just want to use that example. That's a Tuesday. I didn't put a Tuesday box. Where is it? There. A bit slack, but you all know that anyway. That there it is. Oh, no, it's there. So it came out of the Tuesday and then so, but the point is there was nothing outside of there was no full body candle outside the box. And that was the reason why I didn't take that trade. But it sold and got this. So what we could do in this situation, and we're waiting for a Tuesday for potentially a sell. This is what Darren's on. So if you're in that trade, Darren, you'll have a bit of drawdown or you'll have a pullback or whatever, and then potentially sell back out. And that's by taking a higher time frame trade. That's just nature of the game. What you could do though is you could go, okay, I'm going to tighten up that stop loss. I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying to a candle, you could in actual fact have your entry at the line, but you could start playing with your stop loss in relation here. Yeah, sure, it could come back and kick you, but it would increase your percentage return, and it certainly would increase your risk. I'm just proposing something. That's all.
Yeah, I would suggest, if anything, just move to the last red candle before that green one.
You mean the little doji one, like just there?
Yeah, I'd give it a little room.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair enough. I'm just having the discussion here. That's all. Because for me, yeah, okay. To gain 1% and it has to move 30 pips, or to lose it and it has to come back 30 pips, for me, it's like it's 50-50 on it. But maybe I just need to experience more of these trades over a few more weeks to sort of get more comfortable with with what it is to be able to take these. And I agree with you. If you have 10, 15 trades or whatever that only give you one, not only, so that, no, that's not the right word, that return you a 1% return, all of them, well, who cares? I agree with you. And for me, if they actually have set TPs, I'm a lot more comfortable with that as well. I know that you monitor yours a lot more, Tom, but for me, well, we'll see. Anyway, I'm just going to leave that sitting
I
on
agree
there.
with you. I think you should set a TP,
Yeah,
especially if
okay.
you're not going to monitor it.
Yeah, yeah. Or
There's
unable to.
100 opportunities a day.
Yeah,
You know, if you only make, I shouldn't even say only, if you make this consistently,
yeah,
again, pick up 10 of these smaller trades a day or a week, even a week. That's 10% a week.
yeah. That's still great, isn't it? So over 52 weeks, that's, it was 10% a week. Well, look, make it only 40 weeks because you're going to take a bit of time off. That's still a 400%, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, over a year. And I think we could handle some of that. It just is a slower burn, which is okay. Right. So AUDCHF, what we're suggesting when market opens and through to Tuesday, it's probably going to push itself back up to potentially to the middle. And the only reason why is because it's actually out at an extreme like this is, and the end of the market pullback. So it may dance around here a bit, but then potentially coming up to Tuesday, it will push back up somewhere to come out of the Tuesday to go back down again, based upon higher time frame as well. Yeah, on the daily. Oh, sorry, I'll just put it to that because it's telling you up here that and because there's candles that are outside, bodies of candles outside of the rail. That's one of the decisions that you made, Darren, was it?
Um,
It was a Tuesday, there's bodies outside, you end up getting the
yeah,
trend bar changes and you get a short.
yeah, that's it. But as I was saying, I've taken trades many a time where it's got the triangles and it's followed by a short or a long, and
Yeah.
it's only really wicked out of the rails, and
And then it continued in that same
yeah,
direction. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to make a point now of just being that bit more selective.
Okay. Right. Now, ADJPY, they all did this drop, pull back to, you'll see this to the midline, it's dropped back out again. I've got a line down here that I think. Anyway, look at it. It's out. Extreme, candles out, bang, off she goes. Now, the thing is here, this is the Tuesday. Oh, gosh, what am I doing? Oh, okay. That one I didn't like. You can see it's come out of the Tuesday, it just dropped itself off there, right? Tuesday. There we go. That's the upcoming Tuesday. So trade there. Now, there's the first triangle, and you got a red change right at. You could have actually been in that trade there, and then it pushed back up again, but it didn't come anywhere near that. If that was your stop, sorry, if that was your stop loss, and it basically danced around and then just dropped off. So easy trade. Or if you're waiting for the second triangle, if you think you're going to wait or whatever, while you're waiting, you could have got in there a number of times with a sell stop. Then here a buy stop back to the middle. It went a bit higher, but then it just dropped back down again. So here to there could have been, we had bodies of candles outside and we had triangles. Yeah. So here's an example. Let's go. Here's an example here that is a lot tighter though. Say you got a long position at the actual X48 and you would have put your stop. That's why it's dangerous picking it. But if you put your stop just below the one that came out the most, that's only 13 pips. And to the center line, there's 3%. That's not bad if you only go to the center. It went further, but if you had a TP at the center, then lovely. But you wouldn't have taken that trade. It's Friday, but it would have been a good return. But, part of the strategy is you don't have the triangles that are going to give you some insight into potential direction. So now, you've got triangles here for a buy. But if you look at it, it's come up here on the daily. You've got a triangle, you got a short. It's more likely that it's going to sell. Is that correct? Did you get into that, Darren, for a sell or not?
No, so I've not had a short yet on the daily. I can see you've got one, but I haven't. Interesting.
You haven't. Okay, no worries.
It'll come the next candle, I'm pretty sure. But
yeah. Well, when you look on the daily though, it hasn't got much body outside the actual rail, so it could quite easily push further up, couldn't it?
Mm.
But if you've got other ones that are going to sell, then potentially this will sell.
Yeah.
Oh, look at where the Swiss franc is now.
Yeah,
That's on the 2 hour.
Maybe it's getting some strength back.
Might only be short lived.
Might be. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, Tom, what's your thoughts about? No, actually, Darren, do you have thoughts about what day of the week that you would actually enter in the trade? So, do you not take anything at the ends of the week?
No, not there.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter in the daily, I don't think. No, I don't worry about what day of the week it is.
Okay, no worries. Okay, fair enough. So, do you have a preference then, Tom, on the 2 hour for which for you're not going to take it Monday, you're not going to take it, or sorry, your Sunday, and then not your Friday?
No, I no longer do that. I take trades when the opportunity comes.
Okay, right, yeah. So this could be set up for a trade as far as Tom's concerned. We could have a long position here at the rail with a stop loss down here. No, that's not it. 67 pips or 60, whatever.
Well, here's how I set it up to show you a little different way.
Yeah.
You see that last green wick candle?
Yep.
Yeah. Put your entry there.
Yep.
Now move your stop to the bottom of the indecision candle right there. That's my entry.
Okay.
The reason being, right structure, it's got to break the last green candle up. See, just like it did in the move before.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
See the top of that green wick?
Yeah.
Straight across. The second green candle up, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And the last red candle down with the red wick?
That one.
That one. So if it travels up there to break that,
Yeah.
it's not coming back.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I make my entries tighter. I'm saying for basic people just starting this, use the X48.
Yeah.
Take your stop to the bottom.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I just recognize it different now. That's all.
Mm-hmm. And that's good. I'm glad. Yeah, because that's exactly what I'd be doing too. But as you said, initially you could have it up at the X48 and, do that sort of thing. So no worries. Okay. So there's potential setup. 80 NZD. Arr, the crazy. Oh, this is when you're in on the daily, aren't you? Did you get in on the daily, Darren, on this?
Did, yes.
Ooh. Okay.
In profit at the moment, a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Here though is the 2 hour is just not. It's not given any. Whoop. That's the next Tuesday, but we'll see. There is no news, and it may be that it's now in the decline. But I mean, for me, I'll just look at this one, Tom, on the 2 hour. Look at the wicks out here. For me, that's nothing. That's just playing around. There's nothing out here, even though it's sold. It's a crazy pair. This. Look at this. Russell only did this and then it just pushed back up again. Anyway, so nothing there at the moment. AED Singapore. Out of the Tuesday, down, pull back up, back down again. We'll have triangle down here. There's the Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. I don't have a box there. Oh, why don't I? That's not good, is it? We'll do a GAN box. There you go. So again, CAD, well, hang on, where AUDCHF? Did we say that as well? Color that one up, purple to watch too. Yeah, okay, it is. It's only that one. So AUD Singapore, same. They all look really similar. Down, back to the midline, and roughly, and then off. They're now getting triangles down below, right? Same sort of thing. I don't know about that for long term though. Darren, it's nowhere near the, but did do the short, came back to the middle. AUD which is sort of my sort of flagship AUD one. I think I've mentioned this plenty of times. Yeah, it's my Tuesday box. We can close that, and we can unlock that. Yeah, it's probably roughly where it is. Probably about the same size as. Oh wow, as what it was the previous one. I didn't even change it. Isn't that interesting? Bang. Then we got these greens up, it went to the mid and then back down again. We've now got triangle because it's so far out. It goes a buy, then we get a green triangle. I'll just move that actually. to there. There is news here. What's that one? Retail sales. Woo! And building permits. Oh, yeah. So there's something either side of the Tuesday.
Building permits is housing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't count office space in that
Uh,
or farming. It's
no,
just housing, right?
I think so. Yeah. I think it's just housing. Yeah. How many permits are issued to actual build, whether that's up or down.
Right.
So potentially, oh, this is well outside of the rail again. So potentially, and you can see I've got I don't know, got a red line here anyway, but this is a previous sort of level, potentially up to the mid, and then we'll see what happens for the Tuesday. There is that Tuesday to Tuesday gap being filled by this come back down. Now we'll see. So you set this up for a buy, have you, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go Tuesday into whatever it does.
Mm-hmm.
Rightio, CAD CHF. Now we've sort of set the parameters on this 2-hour stuff, and look at the daily as well. But okay. All right. Did you get into this for a buy on end of the trading week, Tom?
No, I have it
CHF?
set up.
For what?
I didn't want to hold it over the weekend, so I have it set up for a buy.
Wow, when market opens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And because of this, has it not gone too far already? You reckon it'll do a pullback and then go back up again?
Not sure. All I'm counting on is it going to either the halfway point or the other side. However it wants to get there, pulling up, pulling back, whatever. But it's green.
Oh, so when market opens,
green line, I'm in.
Yeah. Okay, the green trend bar line.
Yeah, I mean, I have the pocket. It's in level 1.
Yeah,
the arrow. Green line, green candle.
Yeah.
In fact,
So market opens, it might open.
Candle.
Yeah. So wherever market opens, you'll just jump in for a buy.
Yeah, I'm taking. This is what I'm looking for, regardless of when the market is. I just didn't want to hold the prices over the weekend if the tag, if it dropped me in.
Yeah.
So I just wait till Sunday night.
Yeah.
And then I'll put my entry in right there at the bottom of that last small individual indecision candle, top of the green, and away we go. If I get 2 candles out of it, I'm happy.
Okay, good. So this is what you're saying. Let me put something on so I can clarify it. Long position, entry. Oh, hang on. Entry where? Here at the top.
Yep.
And stop at the bottom of that. Basically at my white line.
The next one down.
Oh, the next one.
Yeah, that one. Second red candle down.
20 pips. Makes it to the middle. It'll probably push up, probably 20, maybe 1% or a bit less. Okay, potentially. Okay, no worries. Good. And then Tuesday is, just there. Okay. But anytime we've got this sort of extreme, and because this happened, you got this before the end of the trading week on your Friday, it must have been. You get, I'm not gonna play with this over the week. I'll just see what happens when market opens. Okay, good. Lovely. All right then. KJ. It was interesting. Came out of Tuesday and just went and did this, came back up to the top, and then came out the bottom. Right. Well, this is potentially ready for a buy on this one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So that is, that's a buy candle, that one. Rightio. So it's right at real entry at the moment, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you, where you, do you wait for the market to just settle down for the first hour and then get in, or?
No, I set my trade up. So you see the long wick there, the indecision candle, long wick,
Yeah, yeah, you got an entry just there.
right there, and my stop
Yeah.
is at the bottom of that wick.
Yeah, okay.
Second red
Bottom,
candle down.
that one, or that one, or
Well,
that.
is that one? That one's red on mine. The uh, indecision candle in the middle.
Yeah, yeah,
Is it
yeah.
red on yours? I can't
Yes,
really see it.
it is.
Oh yeah,
Yes, it
okay.
is.
So that would be where my wick is. I mean my
Okay.
stop.
Stop loss down there. You
Yep.
didn't go down to here. Okay, cool. No, I
No,
understand that.
because it already came back and took it already took
Yeah,
the
yeah.
price out. That's why you got
Took
that
the
green
price out.
candle.
Yeah, I
So
know.
this red one shouldn't want to come back.
Entry there, stop there. That's it. 26. Liking it. And could be to the middle,
So again, I get
at least.
3 or 4 candles out of it. Fantastic.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, cool. And then Tuesday's coming up anyway. Oh yeah. CHF JPY. Where is it at the moment? That might have been off. No. So we don't have any extreme at the moment. And Tuesday there. All right then. So we just leave this one at the moment. Nothing to look at there. All right, euros, Euro AUD. Wow, coming out Tuesday, nice, didn't it? And this just did the opposite. It hasn't given us anything there, so you wouldn't have been able to pick that one. This one you would have got up there. This one you would have got down there, maybe only to the mid. It went down there. Right. Where's me Tuesday? There. Okay. We're just watching this. You're okay. Oh. Oh, we've got Euro and CAD news on the Tuesday. Oh, and look at it now. Right, so you've probably got one set up for this. You don't want to hold it, so that's pushed back down there. It's going to have to break that. So long position off there. Ooh, this one's interesting. Maybe to there or there.
I have my entry down where the red line curved.
Sorry?
I have my entry down where the red line curved for the second red candle at the line.
Oh, the trend
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah, the trend bar.
Just there.
Yeah.
Okay. So 27, that, again, back to the middle, like 1%. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so that's the decision-making process now, all right. Euro CHF. Did I say Euro AUDs? No? No. I'm just going to take that off in a minute. Just Euro CHF. Ooh, that's definitely ready for the go-go, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to take that off in a minute. I'm going to put the Tuesday on. There we go. And now, so do you wait for the X48?
Nope.
No, I didn't think you did. So maybe where that turns again on the trend bar. So you could get in that as soon as the market opens. But you sort of want it anyway.
I want it as tight as possible.
Yeah. But you got to, yeah. Yeah. But the point is, though, the spread would be crazy right at the start.
Hmm.
So you really, I mean, if you've got some set up and they don't, and they just go like bing, bing, and drop you out, it's just not worth it. So anyway, I've got change of the trend bar there and somewhere around the X48.
Right. So to counter the bing bings at the beginning of the market, I
Yeah.
just lowered my stop loss on this one down to the top of the second red candle before the arrow. Right there. Yep. Just gave myself a little extra room.
Okay. 44.
Because
Oh,
now
yeah.
it's actually going to have to travel almost 40 pips to knock me out.
Correct. All right. Yeah, GBP. That's good just to talk about the finer points of. So,
Yep.
but yeah. Oh, I've got that. That's a Tuesday, but I didn't put. Oh, I'll have to come back and do that. That's already moved.
Mm-hmm.
I think my decision would be not to do anything with it. Wait for Tuesday. Are you doing something different, Tom? Are you going to try and get something midline or?
Well, I'm going to put a entry above that high green wick,
Yeah,
because if it never triggers, I haven't lost anything. But if for some reason this does a one candle pullback and then shoot off, I'll capture it out the other side. But I'm looking at this as the same way you are. Let it just run till Tuesday,
yeah,
because it's got the red candle, the green candle with the red wick.
yeah,
I'm looking for some sort of pullback here.
yeah.
But at the
Well,
same
sort
time,
of.
if it pulls back red and then turns green, because we're on this side
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
channel,
yeah.
I'm looking for it to buy again, even if I don't get a green arrow.
Yeah, for me, I'd wait until it gives me, this is me personally. I think this has gone too far towards the midline to sort of make a decision on being in a trade. I'd rather wait for it to be out the other side or whatever. Hang on just a second. No, you know what? Give me 5. Yeah. All right. So I'm just being hassled. That's all right. UOJPY. Where are we at? I just want to go through some of these ones. And we've got it's Tuesday there. There we go. Oh, look at that. A little bit of news. What have we got? Economic sentiment. Okay. This one again, entry back up. Yeah, beautiful. All right. So we'll look at when market opens, what we've got there. Euro NZD. Again, this one's probably in the middle. Wait for the X48 to come. Oh no, you wouldn't have a sell on that one, Darren. See this? It's already at the mid. Just no, don't like that one. We'll just wait. Go Singapore. Ooh, let me take that off. I think this is in the extreme, if I remember rightly. Yeah, see it's out. This is interesting though. This is sort of breaking the rule on what I said before. Remember I said when you get triangles and you got bodies outside, that it will move, but this just dropped back out again. So this would be a loser, this one, for sure.
And it's going to happen.
That's right. It's going to happen.
That's right. So you don't make 10% that week. You only make 7.
Yeah. Or 9. Okay, so again, see the issue here is we have sells and then a buy here, but we don't have any triangle here now, right? There's no triangles at the bottom. So this one, I'm really like, I don't know.
I have 2. I have 2 triangles.
Really? At the bottom
Euro
of
USD?
I've
Oh,
got
no,
these
that's
ones
Singapore. I'm
here.
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Singapore, which Euro USD we'll go to now. Yeah, we'll have triangles. But see how that had triangles and you had body? That also would have been lost because you can see how it just pushed further down. Now it's really got some triangle. Now this doesn't mean it won't go further. I don't know. Have to see what happens here too. When the market opens, hang on, let's go put that Tuesday in there somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Now, GBPs, let's go whipping through these. Let's get rid of that box because we don't want any preemptive. So now we've got a triangle, but we've got no body outside, right? There we had a body, and this it came back to the midline. I don't know. I think this would need to come out further for it to be any sort of decision-making process of there's no body out there. So I'm going to use it to not make any move on that one. It might this Asian session might do something. What do we got here? GBP CAD. It was out here. We've got triangle there. Beautiful push back up. It could go to the midline there. Not really going to take that. Maybe till Tuesday. We'll see. Take that box off there. Out of that Tuesday there. Oh, yeah, that one as well. So they all look like they're about to, or these ones all look like they're about to push up. And I suppose, Tom, you're ready to grab some buys back to the midline at least.
Absolutely.
Same here. Bang, again. Put the Tuesday line in. Oop. There. And look at the news. Oh, unemployment rate. Oh my gosh. All right. GN. Just over there. We got nothing in the extreme at the moment. Okay. GBP Singapore. I'm pretty sure we do. It's outside there. Come on. Yeah. But you can see how it didn't come outside. It had a green, didn't really move far. Again there, here, we now have a body outside. So we may get some move up on that one. Okay. GU. It might be like those euros where it didn't. All right. See this? We got body outside, up, but it didn't, and then drop back down. So this is the US dollar stuff. Euro USD and GBP USD. So I'm just cautious on this one of whether this will actually buy. All right, NZDs quickly. Let's go through because I've got to go in a minute. NZD CAD. You know what we're doing now anyway. All right, no extreme. No. Okay. NZD CHF. We've got this out. I would say it's out. Out of the row. I'm looking to buy. Yep, we got a triangle there. We got bodies out. Let's see what happens. That one's willing to watch or ready to watch. NZD JPY. Same. Come on. Yep. Look at that. That one's a lot more definitive. That's good. NU. Now, this may be, yeah, because US dollar one. We'll see. See, it did come up to the bid. and then it's dropped off. So this one's one to watch there. Singapore Japanese. This will be an extreme. Looks like I'd say it will be a buy. Opportunity. Where is it? Come on. X48. Yeah. It's already at the line. Let's see how the market opens and where it pushes through. UCAD. This is where Darren took his profits. Oh, look what it did at the end of the week, Darren. It jumped up even further. But see here, look at all these arrows to turn. So you got US dollar again. They're all just, yeah, okay. That one's one to watch. We've got heaps of candles outside now, so potentially a pullback. But trend is, higher time frame is very much a buy up on that, isn't it? But then because they big push up, it's more likely to pull back down. USD CHF. I think this is, I'll get rid of that for a minute. Got out Tuesday. See there, triangle. Yes, it went back to the mid. If you had a TP there, and then it's pushed back up here and then back up again. I don't know about that. We'll have a look. I'll just put a purple on it. USD JPY. Again, it's all just sort of bouncing around, but it's having trouble trying to break through though. Outside. Come back, came to the middle, and then push back up again. Okay. USD Singapore. Let's do this one. I know you don't trade it, Tom, but it's another trade potential. Oh, this is going to be well outside too. Look at it. It only went to mid and then pushed back out. Okay. And where's gold? 23. Oh, yeah. That's right. Did that little pullback. Well, not little, but did a significant pullback. And where are we? I think the Bitcoin went crazy down. Yeah. It went down to 64. It was up at, 70. So 71, it just dropped off. Let's see what happens on a Tuesday. Yeah. Did I put a Tuesday in that one? No, I didn't. I guess I did. Okay, that's your lot. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't have a look at gold. No, what was it? Oil. Where's oil? Oh, yeah, look at that, the daily. Starting to give it a bit of a problem, isn't it? What was the other one you're doing? Cocoa. Were you getting cocoa? Oh,
That's
silver was, wasn't it?
Same as, looks very similar to gold, actually. Silver.
Yeah, it just did the pullback. Oh, yeah, got to go, guys. Sorry.
All right, take care.
No probs.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Let's see. Looks like there's plenty of opportunities this week coming up.